Good evening to all of you. I think I should make up for the time that earlier speakers have taken. So I don't have any presentation for that matter because 10 minutes was too short a period to really give a presentation over here. So I see many stalwarts, our former secretary, chairman CWC, present additional secretary, Niti Aayog, Mr. Mishra, and all those people. I would start with saying that my mantra, you see, we are talking about wastewater technology, treatment technology, and this and that. Should we not reduce the production of wastewater so that the treatment plants have less load on them? Should we not use less water for everything? So my mantra is to save on production of wastewater, to use less water for anything that we are doing. So how does it go about? I'll give you I'm being very practical, very frankly. Whenever there's a rise in your standard of living, there's an increase in per capita consumption of water. So like now, we are sitting in this hall. The AC is running maybe at about 19 degrees Celsius. We are all wearing jackets, most of us. Now in winter, end of December, this would be running at about maybe 25 degrees or 28 degrees, and all our jackets will be hanging on the chair behind. So this is a thing, I don't know why we don't learn, that we are using more of power to generate a particular temperature, whereas we don't require that, in India at least. So we can save a lot of water in producing that energy. We are not thinking of all these things. We are thinking of only how to treat certain things which has already been misutilized by me. So as earlier speakers also said, we have a national water mission which talks about water use efficiency. Water use efficiency does not necessarily mean that, of course it does, that I use less water to produce more. But at the same time, it should also mean that I personally start using less water. But it does not mean that I use less water only for bathing. If I was buying 3 shirts a month, maybe I should buy 2 now. Because that shirt also consumes water in its manufacturing. So what are we doing about this? Nothing. So we are talking about the second step rather than the first step. So this is one point that I always try to emphasize whenever I am on a stage, so as to inculcate a feeling as to how we should save water, not only physical water, but the virtual water. I have recently completed my tenure as in the Punjab Water Regulation and Development Authority. So I was there for about 4 years, so I'm more familiar with the status in Punjab. And we know it's an open secret that the water levels are going down in Punjab, and it's in a very sad state as far as groundwater is concerned. So we always try to think out of the box what needs to be done. So I have just 3 or 4 points to tell you that what we have been thinking. Of course, it's not been implemented. One is the annual energy allocation. This is a scheme in which, this is just thought process, nothing has been done about it. It's something similar to Pani Bachao Paise Kamao scheme of Punjab government, which was implemented about 4 or 5 years ago. But it's slightly forward one from that a farmer grows some crops on his land, his cropping pattern is there. Normally in Punjab, there's a monoculture of wheat and paddy, by and large. So as per the land that he holds and the crops that he grows, we allocate him a certain amount of irrigation water as per the irrigation standards set by the Punjab Agriculture University. For that matter, in any state, the respective university, what are the best irrigation practices required for that particular crop and for that particular seed. So how much water should a farmer ideally use to irrigate that crop? Convert that into electrical units based on the groundwater situation over there, and allocate him those units for every crop year or every annual crop year. Those units that he is allocated, there is allocation and they will remain there for at least 5 years. Now ask him that in case you save any out of these, you will get a credit which you can encash, or you can carry forward, or you can even sell to somebody else. Now, number one, he gets the incentive to save water on the same crop. Number two, he can change over to another crop which is less water consuming, and he saves even more and earns even more. And he can sell those units even to the industries who are required to save water, because they are being now regulated by the Punjab Water Authority, and they have to pay handsome charges for withdrawing groundwater. So this is one. This is just a thought process, as I said. The other is that we have like Bureau of Energy Efficiency has star rating. So we have water rating for products which are mostly export oriented, like basmati, leather, textiles. These are the three major products that are being produced or manufactured in Punjab. Now, what do we consider? Because in the West, at least, people are very conscious of buying products which have a good star rating, that yes, this product has used less water. We can consider whether that product was manufactured by using recycled water or fresh water. What is the quality of water? What is the per capita consumption of water, that is a specific water consumption for that produce or product, whether it was an overexploited area or a safe area or a gray area, and things like that. Whether this area was climate sensitive. So all these factors need to be considered, zeroed in to arrive at a star rating. And the higher the star rating a product gets, I am very sure that we can give more per kg or per product to that farmer or industry for a better rated product. As now, if you remember, about 25 years back, when BE came and started star rating, we hardly bothered. Oh, it's too expensive. No, we'll not buy this. Now, I think all of us sitting in this hall at least are going in for high star rated products, though they are expensive. So this is another thing. Another was that, as I said partly earlier also, in the pharma that we can have a credit system also for units. Like, as I said, anybody can conserve water. But that, of course, that scheme or whatever his project is has to be approved by an authority or by any organization in that particular state. So I'm growing something or I'm manufacturing something, and in that process, I'm saving water as approved by the particular department, organization, authority. And I collect a few credits of that. My neighboring industry might be requiring, they have no way to save water. So they need those credits. It can become a credit trading company, kind of a thing. So these are certain things which have come to our mind. I don't know whether they're going to be implemented or not. I'm not sure. So, because I have always had this feeling that we should save water rather than start treating water for everything. We should have less water to treat, less water to waste, and less water to use also. So these are some of the out-of-the-box thinking that we have been thinking, and of course everybody has talked about community participation, which is a must. But again, community participation, what will they do? They will get together, they'll go for a particular crop, they'll decide what crop should be there based on the water availability. But what about efficiency? We are talking about drip irrigation. Since 30 years, there's been hardly any progress in drip irrigation. Why? Has anybody tried to analyze it? There's been no progress virtually. There's lots of funds available with Government of India and the state government. Lots of subsidies are there. But we have never tried to analyze. The farmer is not happy with the system. Until now, or very recently, there were only just 1 or 2 manufacturers in the country, and one spare part of one drip irrigation system didn't fit into the other drip irrigation system. That was a major problem. But that has not been sorted out. We have not come out with a BIS code for such things, that no, only such and such thing will be available in the market which will fit into all the systems. So these are the things that we need to consider. Why is our scheme not coming up? Why are people not adopting it? Rather than going only for solutions which are very high-tech. That is also required. I'm not saying that they are not required. But simultaneously, we should go for this down-to-earth solutions also. And of course, I don't know how many of you have read it. We have a National Water Framework Bill. It's not been passed so far, not been cleared. But in that, the government has recognized wastewater as a third resource of water. Till now, it was considered only waste. Now it is recognized as a resource. So that's a very good step. And in fact, I am very happy to know that everybody is now talking about wastewater and how to use it. That's a very big plus. So in the end, I think I have completed my 8 minutes. Another thing that I would like to say is about rainwater harvesting. You see, it's become a buzzword, rainwater harvesting and recharge. As far as rainwater harvesting is concerned, it's okay. You collect rainwater in whatever way you want to do it, use it, no problem. But when it comes to recharging the same, it is not a common man's game, very frankly. It requires lots of technical expertise, lots of idea of that area, how to treat that water, how to recharge that water. I am very sure in coming years, our aquifers are going to get polluted, they are going to get blocked by suspended load, and it's going to play havoc, because we are asking everybody to do that. No, I'm sorry. Anybody and everybody should not be allowed to do artificial recharge. And one more thing, we do not have any standards for recharge water so far in India. I came to know that some committee has been formed. Let's hope we get a report soon, and it is made obligatory to adhere to those norms before we recharge water. So that's all I wanted to say. Just one moment, ma'am. It's very good that the Ministry of Jal Shakti has come up with this, I'm sorry, the database, online database. What did you say? Yeah, National Water Information Center, which is a very good step. I do hope that not only we highly educated people sitting here use it, but every user, even the farmer, should be able to use that data to his benefit, so that he can know what he is doing with water or what he can do with that water. Data availability is always a very good thing. Efficient use across all sectors, I have already told you. And then the biggest thing is we should have a political will to do everything. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for coming to the program today, and for your enlightening address on India's clean water revolution. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
And next we are